But it seems like we're about to get ready into the game. Vexed on the T side, starting things off. It's utility on Quicks, 4 sets of Kevlar across the board. Orgles with the kit and the smoke on Adam, and the play coming in towards B.
And not going to be any full-on commit at the start of the round. Vexed fairly content with holding across the map. Starting to gain some ground in towards Connector, but nothing too crazy. Quicks also in towards B. Interestingly, Quicks is the man with the nades, so it looks as though it's a fake towards the B bomb site. I'm not sure it's going to draw much of a rotation though. There's no push off the back of it, so Orgles should stay towards A.
Yeah, coming back up. It's a bit of a well-telegraphed fake here. The CT should be ready for it. Jackinho dropped pretty low. 8 HP and then 0 as Whisk able to follow up. Aussie comes in with a nice quick double. Mezzy and Cray, the last players alive, and Pith will dispatch with Mezzy, leaving Cray with the impossible task of trying to clutch this 1 versus 3. The bomb planted on the A bomb site, missing shots left, right, and center. He will be finished off by Vanity, and the pistol is given to Vexed. A very sort of simple play, you know, fake smokes B, run back up the connector, hit A with all your might with all 5 players, and find the kills needed.
And that's all about the timing, that sort of play. You're not going to buy yourself much time with just a smoke and a flash towards B. So you have to make sure you push towards A, basically at just the right time, where the CTs are starting to rotate over before they realize it's not actually a B push. And Vex did time that really well. There was only really 1 CT ready to hold the A site. Orgles were kind of on the back foot, having to react, having to rotate up, and that did not work for them. But this B stack could work.
Yeah, Molotov's coming in immediately towards the barrels. That's going to force a fight. Vanity and Quicks are going to fall pretty early on. Pith able to pick up another. Aussie with a follow-up, and Quicks will finish off the job. Only 2 kills coming in for Orgles, but both kills are on Mezzy, so did a pretty substantial job. He's up on 3 kills, and Vex will get the buy through in this one pretty strong, keeping the Mac 10 in play on Quicks, but the buy will come through from Orgles as well, and they've actually got quite a bit of utility, all things considered.
That's not too bad for them. I think I would have preferred Mezzy to buy the kit rather than the helmet. Like, I understand the reason to buy the helmet. Obviously, there is going to be 1 or 2 weaker weapons on the Vex side. You don't want to instantly die to a Mac 10. At the same time, Adam going to get aggressive. Opening kill found. A man advantage found for Orgles as the trades come through. And Jackinho looks for a little bit more. The spray is successful as Orgles win every single fight. Jackinho goes for more with the USP. Maybe a bit too over-aggressive, but it is only Quicks left.
Yeah, Quicks left into the 1 versus 3. He's a good player, but this might just be a stretch too far. So they will have control of both A and B. The bomb will be relocated itself towards the monster tunnel. Cray has this angle. Quicks has to check it. With such low HP, he needs to find the instant headshot. He will not even see Cray. And the bomb will be dropped along with Quicks, and it's the first round on the board for Orgles, making it work with their first gun round. Yeah, they had a little bit of weaker utility usage, but I mean, they had the kills, and that's all that matters.
Ooh, I was about to say, what do Vexed buy right now? They can only get the 2 AKs to show for this one. However, they decide it is worth the risk early into the game. Again, you can see the upside. If they win this round, Orgles don't really have the money to work with, so you can see why they would want to go for this. And Adam taking similar position to the previous round, looking to see if he can force an entry for his team. Doesn't look like Vexed are going to fight towards him though, so Adam allowed to gain some ground in towards mid. The tension will continue to build as neither side really make too many moves.
And pulling themselves up back towards the top of the connector. Jackinho here with the M4A4. Could make things very difficult for Vex moving forward in round number 4. Sprays, connects, damage done, but the kill comes in from Adam, who again gets aggressive, this time only for 1 kill. Vanity and Aussie, they find 2 back, and it's into a 4 versus 3. A man advantage for Vex moving forward.
Yeah, Adam's position relies upon having some assistance, so it forces teammate to stick around, and a 1-for-1 trade from Adam isn't good enough there. If you're taking that aggressive angle, you need to do a little bit more. At least gets his team some early information, but with 45 seconds left, Vexed with the 2-man lead.
Yeah, Molotov coming in, that's going to force Frizz to throw a smoke down immediately, giving away his position and also wasting a crucial piece of utility. Cray able to double up for the CT side towards B, and the shutdown comes in. They try to fake towards A, but the CT stands stead on the B bomb site, and Cray will eliminate them all. The pause does come through, And it's definitely going to be Vexed at this point. They have to try and make something work. They cannot allow Orgles to build up any momentum or any confidence coming in from that first map win.
How did that happen so quickly? That was a 3v5, instantly just lost by the team that had the 5 players alive. Such a surprise there, but it is going to be the round win for Orgles, and they will be delighted to get that round win. Tying up the scoreline. Heading into this next round, I don't believe Vexed are going to have the money either, so it is a technical pause. I think one of the Vexed players has disconnected, so hopefully that will be fixed shortly. And again, I just don't know what we saw in the last round. I don't know how that went so wrong for them. They had the 2-man lead.
Yeah, I think it's perhaps being a little unsure of whether or not Orgles had bought the fake towards the A bomb site. They just run into B and instantly get met with fire and flames of Crate. Is able to drop them immediately. I believe they had help there as well, so obviously Orgles finding a way to get into the CT side and getting a good start. Adam has been pretty interesting, you know, the aggressive plays inside of middle. Yes, he's sometimes only find 1 kill and got dropped immediately after, but he's done enough to, you know, upset the attack of Vex, perhaps limited a player that had quite a lot of utility, therefore weakening the final attack coming in for Vex if they want to go for an execute. So yes, sometimes it's traded very quickly, but it has a lot of impact in sort of dispersing the T side into making some strange decisions.
At the same time, when you die so far away from the bomb site, it can be disruptive, but Vexed have also generally had a lot of time to work with after they find those early trades, and they're pretty okay with that. It kind of forces Orgles to have a weak point on the map. Even if you get a 1-for-1 trade, you're left in a position where you have to spread your defenses a little more thinly. And so I think Vexed would be fairly happy if they could continue to get that 1-for-1 trade towards mid. It kind of goes pretty close between both teams, but I think Vexed would be the happier of the two sides if that were to continue to be the case. Again, a bit of an interesting start to this game, all things considered. Vexed not really getting off to the start they would have hoped for, at least in the gun rounds. And again, I believe they should be on an eco into the next. So this is Orgles' chance to really try and build up a win streak.
Yeah, this sort of slows the play down, right? This pause coming in, it is a technical one. Yes, and generally the rules are allowed to talk technical, but this is being played from home. Probably no way to enforce this, and so it is going to be time for these two teams to talk over problems that are going on and sort of Vex to figure out a way to try and get back into this or try and disrupt Orgles' CT side. It also kind of slows the play down a little bit and prevents Orgles from building up the sort of confidence and momentum in their heads. So getting right back into the game, this is going to be extremely interesting.
So it is going to be the low buy from Vexed, not really able to fully invest, not really able to invest much of anything. Ozzy gets 1 CZ, Quix gets a single flashbang. I always like when you at least buy a little bit of utility. That 1 flash can make a big difference if it gets you the opening kill. And Adam getting up close again, aggressive into connector. The MP9 only good for 1. Really awkward fight there, but it's only an SMG lost. And Jaquinho playing it very safe, drops the molly.
This should be a pretty easy cleanup for Orgles. Vex just wanting to get as much done as possible. Not really too many expectations, but if they are able to find a kill or two here on A or try and force a player away, they can maybe try and get a bomb plant in. They have got a grenade alive on Pith, an MP9 in play on Whisk. Jaquinho jumping in between long and middle, spotting information. The long-range advantage that the M4A4 carries should be enough to shut this one down, especially with the AK support on top of the truck. Initial fight comes in from Jaquinho. He'll spot towards long, takes a little peek back inside the mid to confirm that no one else is there, and so can really concentrate on long, just tapping the heads away, Alex, making this look easy, and surely Orgles will pick up this. Quick's last player alive, and Jaquinho looking for the quad kill, but his teammates could take that away from him.
Quix just wants some money here. $600 if he gets a kill. Not going to happen though. I don't mind the idea. Orgles were obviously going to push towards him at that point, so just hold back, see if they maybe don't fully clear the corner. And hello, Pith. What is that? It's a P90. What's he going to do with it? I don't really know.
Yeah, Pith is one of those players that generally brings out the weapons that are a little unorthodox. You know, he brings out the SG and play the Org and play before the economy changes and they were lowered in price. You know, bringing out the P90 here. Generally is a player that likes to bring some strange weapons into play. Although there is always an idea behind them and he always wills them well. Let's see if he can get anything done with the P90, however, coming into round number 6. And currently Vex look to just try and establish some water control. They want to put pressure towards B.
Yeah, so obviously I assume the idea of the P90 is to play pretty aggressive, try and run and gun. And here we go, the P90 jumping. That's not the best idea. Whisk has opened up the site though. He's found 3 kills. So the AK makes up for the misplay of the P90, and Vexed are still able to gain control of the site.
Yeah, Whisk comes out clutch for his team there. There was no way that was going in the favor of Vexed. The Whisk spray, the P90, the failed entry kills, and Adam and Jacquinho somehow have to pull this one back 2 versus 3. Whisk might have just done enough for his team here, but Adam trying to come in from short. You've got Jacquinho over towards the heaven position, looking to just try and find an entry back in here. Kit alive on both players. Utility is there as well. Kill comes in from Adam, but the pressure now building. Jacquinho was unaware that they're going for this, and so tries to pull himself back. There's just not enough time. Vex will take number 3, and Jacquinho just saves the AWP into the next round. But that was very nice from Whisk, and not so nice from some of his teammates. He actually goes down as well. That's a little bit sad.
Yeah, it's not like Vexed have a ton of money. Orgles definitely do have money to work with, especially with Jacquinho saving the AWP. It is effectively a full buy for the CT side. Interestingly, Jacquinho, is he yet to die? That's what the stats say. That would surprise me, considering we've had 3-round wins for Vexed. I don't think that's right. I don't know. We'll have to get an update on that one later, because right now we're into another gun round. Vexed with a reasonable buy, but a good kill from Jacquinho. The AWP opens things up, and Vexed are going to be slowed down.
So into the 4 versus 5. Initial damage done from the grenade over the top. Aussie going to be dropped to 65 HP. I happen to see their opponent's Vex able to do substantial damage. So it's now into the 4 versus 5. Advantage there for Orgles, and they just got to hold on. They've got 3 players positioned towards the B bomb site. Frizz is in a pretty decent position to rotate between A if they need to call them over. And with the advanced positions of Adam inside of the toilets, they should get a lot of information if they do decide to go towards A, enough to call the rotate quickly from B. The attack seems to want to go towards the A bomb site, with failed utility coming in towards the B site, trying to sell fake, but I don't think it's enough really to sell this fake. It's not going to pull anybody off A, that's for sure. And so Adam, he's going to be the first man of contact for Vex as they begin to move their way through middle.
They're just so slow. That fake's not going to do anything. Adam's about to spot them out. There's the shadow. Pre-fire, not good for the kill. Vanity gets the opening towards A, and the rotate's starting to come through. 32 seconds left, and here comes Jacquinho. The AWP doesn't spot the man, doesn't get the kill. It's into a 3v3, but Fraser up close gets a second. It's into a 2-on-2. The trades just keep coming. Mezzi pushes in, and Quicks is stuck on the site. He is going to go down. Mezzi making the difference here as the trades go the way of Orgles.
Vex make that expensive, they really bring it to them on the A bomb side, but the retake is just perfect. The rotate comes in just in the nick of time. Mezzi able to double up 2 for Fraser there. That was a big play. Jacquinho only getting 1. Adam was in such a nice position as well. Like if he was able to get even 1 there, that probably would have ended it immediately for Vexed. There probably would have been a chance there for Orgles to even for Vex to even find that round. So yeah, that is a nice rotate coming in. Gives them 4-3, gives them the lead, and Vexed on the pistols again.
Jacquinho moving towards connector, maybe a bit unnecessarily. Again, I always say this, you don't need to play up close, and Jacquinho has realized that. He's been playing pretty passively up until this point, so I like the fact he basically instantly retreats. Vexed have been able to push towards A long, a position which Orgles have completely given up. Maybe that's their route into this round. It's only Whisk here with the Glock, but he's still pushing forwards, which is a bit of a surprise. It looks like Adam is about to be pressured.
Yeah, Adam's sitting here. Jacquinho able to find the opening on the Vanity. Aussie able to pull it back, but it's only the pistols. Probably not much more to be found off the back of these, and this time Adam will strike and will collect a kill from the toilets. Quick's able to eliminate him only after 1. Mezzi able to find a frag on a Whisk. It puts it into a 2 versus 3. The man advantage there for Orgles to work with, but Vexed are making this work. They've still got a chance here with a picked up M4A4 and a picked up AWP. There's definitely a chance for this team to do it. The 2 Swedes versus 3.
Vexed are already happy with how this has turned out. They found a couple of kills, and they've got the chance to do more. Only Fraser here towards the B site as it stands. This could be Vexed's chance to sneak away with a round win. They're making noise. Fraser going to be aware of that. First kill not found. Quicks finds the reaction shot, and the bomb is going to be planted safely. It looks like the Swedes are going to get the plant down, and Quicks gets another kill. The AWP making the difference as Cray has to win a 1-on-2. Spots the head. Spray is going to do the damage. He's only on 12 HP here, but Quicks has the AWP. One bullet either way will make the difference. Quicks not using the Deeg, sticks with the AWP, and Cray sneaking into position. Just about does enough, but that was way too close.
That is disappointing for Vexed in the end there. You know, they were so close to winning that. Cray coming in clutch, winning the 1 versus 2. There's no need to peek there against him. And so he will be thankful for picking up those 2 kills, giving Orgles5 and negating the issues that were thrown at them there from Vexed. That definitely should not have even had a chance for Vexed winning that one. They only had the pistols, but they bring it so close into the 1 versus 1. And Orgles, that's a bit of a scare. They will have the money still alive. Jaquinho, he's going to have the AWP in play. 3 on 484's UMP. Over on Vexed, it's the AKs on every player, utility on every player, and a fast-paced play into B. As the flashbangs come in, Fraser gets aggressive inside of the water position, and so they charge through Monster. Cray is here with Mezzi, and they should find the kills.
Smokes up, giving the CTs cover. Cray looking to move around these smokes, and look at all the utility being used. It's thrown all over the place. Cray gets up close. That's the kill he was looking for. Man advantage extended by Mezzi, and this is all going horribly wrong for Vexed. The switch up of the pace has not worked well whatsoever, and Quicks is already dead.
I feel like the smokes are just the biggest confusion there, right? And some of them are Vexed doing, so yeah, the smoke's got to cover off a lot of the bomb side. That allows the CTs to stay nice and close. They can get in, play with the cover of them, able to pick up a nice couple of kills without really being spotted, and no trade potential there for Vexed. And then at that point, when you've lost 2 players, it's just incredibly difficult to even have a chance of taking the bomb side back. So Vexed under a lot of pressure here. The money again broken, and Orgles just keep ramping up the pressure with yet another full buy.
No nades for Vex to work with. It's all about the headshots, and oh wow, Aussie is down to 19 HP. He hasn't even seen anyone. He's not going to be too pleased about that. Adam holding a bit of an off angle towards short. Again, you're playing pretty close here. You are running the risk of losing this AK. Obviously, Jaquinho is there behind to assist him. And what? Jaquinho not watching the angle. That's a huge mistake. Gets the kill eventually, but the push comes in, and he is going to fall. This has gone terribly. Mezzi gets the refrag. That's what needed to happen. 2 kills from him. And Vexed are fading away, but look at Vanity.
Vanity in from behind with the Deagle. Trying to get something done here for Vex, trying to open themselves up with an opportunity as the bomb again, bringing its positioning back towards middle. Vanity needs to work in tandem with his teammate, make sure that Aussie does not fall. The flashbang will go in, and Vanity coming in from behind. There's the first kill, forced to make the fight, but the trade is in from Mezzi, yet again saving Orgles. And Aussie this time, he's going to have to tuck up tail, run back towards the B bomb site. There's no one here currently, so this is actually a good chance for him. He will be allowed to get the bomb plant, and if he gets enough time after the plant to get a post-plant position, then Alex, this is doable.
Still some kits in play for Orgles. Where will Aussie play? He's gone over towards Monster. Maybe looking for the opening pick here. Yeah, he's trying to find an angle. It doesn't seem too likely, though. Orgles are sticking together, so even if he lands a shot, the trade should come through quite quickly. And here we go. Aussie trying to find the angle, but Mezzi is too quick on the trigger. If the kill would have come in there, Cray wasn't really in a position to trade, but it does not matter. Mezzi closes it out with a quad kill.
Yeah, Mezzi has saved the team time and time again. That was very poorly played from Orgles at the beginning of that one. You know, Adam in a really strange position. Jaquinho not watching the angle, too advanced with his AWP. You know, it didn't seem like they had a good read of the economy of the T side, and so they were positioned very poorly to handle that one. You know, Adam close up towards the toilet wall, he gets peeked on, he gets dropped immediately. Jaquinho in a very difficult angle to fall back from with that op, so as soon as he picks up the first kill, he's traded back. So they really had to ask a lot of Mezzi there, and he delivers, picking up the quad kill.
Okay, Adam, this might be a bit much. He's played this position plenty of times. Vexed have got to be aware that this is a possibility. And Adam still sticking around. Quite easy to be isolated in towards this angle. However, Adam is reading this rather well. He's going to sneak forwards, and the T's don't seem aware of this. Here we go. Adam loses the fight. Yeah. Quicks comes out on top, and the aggression doesn't pay off.
Adam needs to stop going aggressive. He's done it so many times. Yes, he's got nice positions, but he's just not able to make it work. He needs to sort of change that a little bit. Ozzy will find the opening headshot. Mezzi able to pull it back, and Mezzi has been left again and again in these positions where he's just got to try and rectify the mistakes made by his teammates earlier in the round. So here comes the push. It's a final attack for Vexed into the bomb site. Fraser here picks up the opening kill on the Aussie. Quicks, Pith, and Vanity left 3 versus 3. The kill comes in from Fraser again, who just stays alive on the barrels, leaving Quicks and Vanity left in a very near impossible position.
Definitely not easy, that's for sure. Maybe if Quicks had been able to find a flank or find a nice lurk position, then they would have a chance. However, Quicks on the other side of the map was mainly just holding for information. Molly is good, but Quicks unable to convert. Fraser still going in this round. He's found a third, and Vanity is just going to be forced to push in towards B. There's only 20 seconds left. Money not really there for Vexed. I'd suggest he just goes for this one. 13 seconds, and Vanity finally making a move towards the site. It's not going to work for him. Jacquinho drops Vanity to close out the round win, and Orgles starting to run away with this lead.
Yeah, pulse comes through from Vexed at this point, right? They need to find something to work. Yes, things are going really well for Orgles, but there's still always room to improve, right? And Adam's not really finding too much success on that aggression. Yes, he's finding a couple of kills here and there, but you can see at the bottom of the scoreboard currently was of his team sitting with more deaths than close to anyone on the server, opposed to Pith, who's sitting on 11. So yeah, he's been getting dropped a lot more than he's finding kills, and so this aggression definitely is not working well enough. And so I feel like a change that could be made is, yes, they're finding a lot of space towards middle, so it's obviously an option for them to go towards that side of the map. So why not send Jacquinho in, try and find an opening kill with the AWP, have Adam with him if things go poorly to try and trade, and there you go, automatic advantage pretty much every time if they can just get aggressive. We've seen them get in those positions pretty much every round. We've seen Adam get there, but when it comes to crunch time, just unable to pick up the kills. So perhaps they could go for the play on the AWP.
The surprising thing, though, is that Vexed haven't really tried to fight towards mid at the start of the round. I think that might be because they are aware the AWP of Jacquinho has been towards A in most of these rounds. That's about to change. Adam is being left alone towards A, and this time he has to take a more conservative approach. He cannot afford to die towards A, being the sole defender of the site. And the reason he is alone is because Jacquinho has decided to switch his AWP towards B.
Yeah, Mezzi's playing the rotator position, so he can come in between B and A very quickly. Adam is going to be that first point of contact, and actually Mezzi's come all the way back up towards long, so he now has the help of his teammate, but the problem for Vexed is... Well, the problem for Orgles is that Vexed have just played this slow. They're over towards B. There's a lot of information over towards long that the CTs have gathered that they're not towards A, so that's a big problem for Vexed. Off the back of the slow play, they've left themselves open to investigations from Orgles, who have now realized that they completely are towards the B bomb site. So trying to rotate back over, Adam able to pick up a kill. Pith will find one back, but Frizz again finding frags. It's into a 3 versus 4, and Orgles come out on top.
Man, if Jacquinho continued to hold that angle, that could have been an easy kill on towards Pith. Ends up only getting the leg shot on the reaction. And with the time ticking down, Vexed need to make a decision. 32 seconds left. The bomb leaning towards B. Still no real movements from Vexed. No decisive position chosen here. They haven't got too many nades to push the site, but they've just got to do it. With 20 seconds, it's not going to be easy, especially with that incendiary slowing them further.
Yeah, 13 seconds left. It's just got to be a Hail Mary right into the bomb site. Here comes the kill from Frizz. That's the bomb gone on Whisk. That's it over. Double kill from Cray to add some insult to injury. And it's 9-3. Orgles look to just try and end this best of 3 early and take themselves a 2-0 victory.
This is not what I was expecting.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I don't know. Vexed have just looked just sloppy on their T side, yeah. Honestly. I mean, in that round, it just seemed like they lost track of the clock. They maybe have run out of ideas. I mean, they didn't have many nades left, so I can understand why they were just waiting to try and get a kill, to try and give them an advantage to work off. But you've got to go for it eventually. And instead, they're left, as you said, having to go for a Hail Mary, which doesn't work out for them. Into round 13 again. This is the sort of round where I'd really like to see at least a little bit of utility bought. You can probably afford it. Doesn't seem like they need the utility though. Vanity's forced the opening, jump around the corner, but Jacquinho nails the shots. 2 kills up close, and it looks like he has done enough to hold A.
Yeah, it's looking over for Orgles. They're about to take double figures here in half number 1. Before this game, in the pre-match, I was kind of saying I was excited to see the CTs in the form of Vexed, to see maybe if Pith can open up alongside Quick's Vanity with the AWPs as well. But there might not be enough CT rounds to see that come through, because Orgles are on a warpath right now, looking to try and take themselves 12 on the board to move into the second half with one of the most dominant halves you can grab. Vexed, this is their time to try and change that, to try and grasp themselves the last 2, which at this point is incredibly important, especially being a map down.
If you've got a tactic you're confident in, this is when you pull it out for Vexed. And here it is, the B rush coming through. Cray puts down the molly, the spray only gets the 1 kill, but B site looks vulnerable.
Yeah, Cray able to find the opening. Whisk is back in reply, keeping it within touching distance of Vexed, but Messi not landing the shots. A little bit unorthodox, but will decide to fall back. Looks towards the top, sees the head of Pith, who's too quick on the trigger. And Messi will be dropped as well. Adam able to spray through, so still possible. Man advantage for Orgles. Molotov goes towards short. Both players solo. Vanity dropped to 1 HP. And just 1 grenade would eliminate him quickly. Pith playing the all-final double kill coming in. Ooh. And Pith will find the triple. Gives Vexed 4 and a lifeline in the first half.
That just looked like a complete oversight from Orgles. They just assumed that water was clear. It ends up costing them as Pith pounces from that position to find all 3 kills. And maybe that gives Vexed the lifeline they were looking for. Interestingly, Pith was the bottom fragger by a fair distance heading into that round. So the fact that he's able to find 4 kills is definitely a good sign for the future. You want him to be one of the better fraggers on the team if Vexed are to find success. And again, Vexed, they just found success towards the B-bomb site. Maybe we'll see the same come through here. They are already moving in towards B. And Jacquinho not going to stick around towards Connector. He will fall back. Vexed gaining control of B short, but no sign of a commit just yet.
Double up setup on the T side. This is all really interesting. Quicks and Vanity picking them up. Yeah, I talked about this double up potential. I didn't mean the T side. So this is going to be very interesting. Quicks are much more aggressive opera, I would say. Also being dropped to 32 HP. Early start from Orgles coming through in terms of health advantages, and there's the man advantage picked up on the opposite end of the map. Is Jacquinho finding Quicks. One of the ops gone for Vexed in this one. And they need to find 5. 45 seconds left of this first half, and trying to make their way into the B bombs like our Vexed. The utility is going to come in. The Molotov does not reach its mark inside of the barrels, and in fact it's going to be a play into the site. Cray lines up 2, going for the triple, but Whiskey able to find the kill. But King Mezzi and Frizz will come in, sweep up the trash, and give themselves 11-4.
Cray just draws all the attention his way. That first point of contact makes it almost impossible for the Ts to be able to push in there. They're all focused on that one position, and then boom, the rest of the CTs swing into the open, line up the remaining Ts who are out in the open, caught with their pants down, and that is a great half for Orgles. They are going to be over the moon right now. They aren't just guaranteed the victory, but they are definitely the team that have got themselves into a great position.
Yeah, it's looking likely this could be a very quick best of 3. Vexed on, they're back against the ropes essentially here. A team that we pitched as probably the favorite coming into this best of 3 have been anything but. They have been stopped at every front. Orgles finding every round that should go their way. Vexed, the only times they've really found success is just off the back of individual plays. You know, even finding 4 was off the back of a near impossible triple kill from Pith. You know, and even that was not consistent enough and not enough to bring them to 5. And so they get reset instantly after that. And we see an 11-4 score coming into the second half. Vexed need the pistol.
Yeah, you said that Vexed have got their backs against the ropes, Dinko. Well, they're going to have to channel their inner Muhammad Ali and dodge some of those punches coming their way. The first punch is going to come at them in the pistol round as Orgles move in towards mid. He comes through. Shouldn't be too much danger, but the dink is found. Aussie down to 19 HP, and he will likely call for assistance as Orgles move over towards A long. They've still got loads of options. They could still go back down towards Connector, and Cray spots the aggression. Opening kill found for free.
Yeah, Cray able to find Pith instantly gives the man advantage to Orgles, which is exactly what they want moving into the second half to continue the momentum. So they run back down towards B inside of the connector. Orgles aren't exactly forced to make the play here. It's more Vexed that really need to find something. And so Orgles going to commit in the smoke for the heaven position. Whisk on the barrels. They're going to double up. This could be so lethal, right? You don't expect two players to be there. The one player falls. That's the bit. Have they taken it though? Kills coming in. It's all the Vanity. The play works, but he's spotted. The kill comes in from Vanity. It's just one. It's all the Aussie 1 versus 4. And this is just a little bit too far. You know, he's a good player, but this is impossible.
The worry for Vexed is they had the right sort of read in this round, right? They rotated a third player in towards the B site. Aussie was pretty quick to rotate down to assist his teammates, but it doesn't matter when Orgles are just going to win every single fight, and that is effectively what happens and basically what costs Vexed this round. A 12-4 lead at this point of the game, at this point of the series, being a map behind is not good for Vexed. They're deciding to take a pretty big risk. They're just going to force up at this point, and this almost smells of desperation, Adam. They need something to work for them, and they need it now.
Yeah, scout and play on Vanity, MP9 on Quicks. And two weapons you have to look to, but Orgles going to change up the pace, going to try and bombard their way through B. At the ready with 5 players, you got to favor every weapon they've got in their hands. There's not a need for them just to run in just yet. Quicks is actually pushed inside of the connector, so we'll actually be in behind them. Orgles at the ready to run into B. They've still got utility in play. They're going to try and get as close as possible, so when the utility comes in, they can instantly impact. Flashbang from Pith. It does not matter if he gets dinked up too early, but that's a great flash. They line up. Not even able to get a kill though, but does substantial damage. Softens them up for Aussie, who can maybe take a couple of these frags. Misses all the shots. He'll be eliminated by Cray. Finally, Vanity able to strike and give Vexed at least 1 kill. It's into a 3 versus 4. The CZ comes in. They're all so low on Orgles, but they just won't fall. As Adam continues the fight, picks up 1 kill with a MAC-10. Mezzy finds the grenade kill, but Quicks, this is where the fight needs to work. It just does not. He gets 1, and he's dropped by Mezzy. It's 13-4, and it's hard to look past Orgles taking this best of 3, 2-0.
Saw a couple of awkward situations in that round, a couple of mistakes maybe being made by individuals, but it doesn't really matter when Orgles are winning the rounds. They're only 3 away from securing victory. A surprising victory at that, and even though they lost against Vexed twice in the regular season, it looks like Orgles are going to step up when it matters most here in the playoffs. Boost in towards connector. Vexed looking for any chance to find an opening into the round. There is a player in towards mid who is alone. It's going to be Adam with the MAC-10, so even if they find this kill, which they should find... Oh, what? What's just happened? Adam has snuck through the smoke. This is so weird. Vanity's going to find him in the back. The kill comes through, but only a MAC-10 to be found, and the B site is open.
Yeah, that's not really much of a problem, of course. If you want to lose a weapon, it's got to be the MAC-10. You have the 4 AKs in play over towards B. Orgles have the bomb site. Vex still have to retake a bomb site against 4 players. There's a kill from Whisk, so... Oh my god, Messi dropped to 17 HP as well. He needs to find a kill here and get away. He's not going to find any Alex. There's a kill from Vanity. Cray able to pull it back, tap it away. Jaquinho is now last alive. 1 versus 3, picks up the first kill. Could Vex steal away around? They had no right in winning. As Jaquinho back towards the site, lands the headshot again. Now into the 1 versus 1. You got to favor him, but the kill comes in from Pith. They picked up AK, and Vexed win off the back of 0 investment, giving themselves a slight chance into the next gun run, where Vanity's got to pull out the AWP. There's 4 rifles in play, and Orgles, that's got to be so disheartening.
I wonder why Orgles took so long to plant the bomb. I guess maybe they thought they were vulnerable from B short or some other positions. They were trying to set themselves up. They were trying to fully clear the site. And that ends up really costing them there. Not having the bomb plant, but what a shot from Vanity. On the edge of the smoke, he opens up the round. Orgles have gone for the force up into this one, so it definitely is significant that the opening kill has come through. Cray and Fraser have got AKs to work with, and Jaquinho will pick one up from his fallen comrade. So still chances for Orgles, but that has been minimized by losing the opening fight.
Yeah, bringing the bomb back towards the B bomb site. As they try and find an entry here, there's 3 players lying away. Cray has been so impactful so far, and the timing really working for him, just unable to take the kill. Pith gets away lucky there with obviously having the grenade in his hand. That would have been very annoying. Always the worst way to die, Alex, in Counter-Strike is when you pull out the grenade, and just at that point you get a player peeking you.
I wouldn't know, Dinko. I don't buy nades. I'm not a team player. I'm just kidding. That's the only thing I'm good for, is buying nades.
Alright, so coming in, they're going to use the grenades in. The smoke comes over to cover off the barrels. The kill for Fraser, really making it work as he's able to double up. He comes on a whisk to make the big plays. They run in towards him, tries to deny the bomb plant. And in fact, he will cause problems. Allows for Quicks to come in, and now Fraser's left to try and pick up the scraps. He's got the bomb in his hands. He finds the kill towards Heaven. Would be a quad kill if he wins this, but Quicks playing through the smoke. The bomb getting planted. Quicks is snuck up. Surely Fraser doesn't expect this, and Quicks will win it out. It's Vexed to pick up 6, and finally back-to-back round wins.
Yeah, really nice read from Quicks there to walk through that smoke. It's definitely a risk. It's not something he's going to be too comfortable with, but he realizes it's a calculated risk and that he will likely be able to win the round if the bomb plant is coming in. That's exactly what happens. The Orc will be saved into the subsequent round, and Orgles probably not going to be buying up into this one. The bomb plant means that one save round will be enough for them. They could maybe buy some pistols onto a few of their players, but it's mostly going to have to be a save for Orgles, and it is going to be a pause coming through. So Orgles with a 13-6 lead, but they will be going for the Force. I'm not sure I like this decision. I just saw the AK being bought, and considering they're 13-6 up, Orgles don't really need to take too many risks here. They don't need to go for this sort of buy.
This is where things get exciting. Vex just find a little bit of hope here into the second map of the best of 3. If you're just tuning in, we've just witnessed the first map go in favor of Orgles, and here on Overpass they are rattling at home currently 13-6, but Vexed have just find out of nowhere a little bit of hope, a little bit of momentum, and so are trying to bring the game back. Orgles coming in with the buy. It's 3 AKs in play, 2 Deagles. Definitely carries a bit of potency, but you've still got to favor Vexed in the round number 20 here.
Yeah, 3 AKs isn't a bad buy. In some other situations, this Force buy would be a worthwhile risk, but with Orgles having so many rounds to work with, if they're confident in their full gun rounds, if they're confident in their T side when they've got the full nades and the full rifles, they shouldn't really need to take this risk. I mean, sure, if you win this round, you do put Vexed into a poor economic situation as Vanity takes some damage there. He's going to have to fall back. Should be safe to do so as the smoke gives him some cover. And Orgles leaning in towards A, but with connector control, they can rotate between those sites very quickly.
Test their luck towards the B-bomb site. Cray is here. The problem lies in the fact that Orgles, yeah, they've only got 3 AKs in play at 2 Deagles. So what is the final call? Vanity will find the kill onto Adam over towards A long. And so that's going to call the rotate from Orgles back towards B once again as they try and gather towards the monster tunnel. The time is starting to tick pretty low, so they need to try and find these entries quickly. And I think at this point it's pretty well telegraphed they want to go towards B, so Vexed are going to call the rotate in. And that makes things even more difficult for Orgles coming into this final attack. Smoke will deploy towards Heaven. Molotov still alive, usually for the barrels, and a flashbang, just a desperate play into B.
Vexed even have Quicks in connector on the quick flank, and here we are. Cray only just gets the kill. This is not happening. Jacquinho looks to fight his way out of this one. However, it will not come through. And that was simply the 3-man B stack on the hold. As I was mentioning there, Quicks was in connector already, so Vexed were almost certain that was a B play. Quicks was ready to help out on the rotate if necessary. That could have easily denied the bomb plant, depending on the timing. And Orgles finally decide it's time to take a more conservative approach. They won't be buying into this round, just a few upgraded pistols to test Vanity's orb.
Oh, that's a great opening. Very easy indeed on a Cray. Looks for the follow-up and able to land it, but you know, you'll see them. He'll give the info. Adam able to pick up 1 kill with a CZ, and he's actually been struggling quite a bit on this map so far. You know, being on his own quite often on the CT side in kind of unpredictable positions, but getting caught out and not really able to capitalize. But look at the kills coming through. Jacquinho and Fraser, they do find 2 between them, and now Adam and Fraser, they're left in a 2 versus 2. Kill comes in for Fraser, looks to follow up. Adam has been struggling so far, but it has to win this clutch. Orgles, they basically buy a couple of pistols into this, and this could be the round that they win. Pith has rotated and made the right call to come back towards the B bomb site. Adam about to run right in front of him. Oh my god, this is incredible. Pith will hear the footsteps, and Adam runs with his knife to his demise as Pith is waiting on the opposite end of that. And that is just massive amounts of brain from Pith just to expect that play.
It's also just really ballsy from Pith.
Yeah.
Like, he just runs through the B site, knowing that Adam wasn't already on B, even though he didn't actually see Adam. I think he may have known that Adam was somewhere towards A, but the timing could have gone wrong for him there if Adam were already towards that B bomb site. But Pith was confident that Adam was going to come over towards B a little bit later. And this time, it is not a tactical pause, it's a technical pause coming through into this round. We should still see Orgles close this out. Even though they've lost the last few, they've got such a strong lead that they are likely going to be able to take this one over the line. But with every round Vexed wins, it starts to get a little bit dicey for Orgles.
So 3 away still from victory at Orgles, but they've definitely lost somewhat of the dominant control that they had over Overpass. Vexed have definitely found themselves back into this map and back into this game. Well, that kill from Pith coming in towards the end, that really saves them. You know, if Adam wins that clutch, I would put my money on Orgles being able to finish this game pretty quickly after that. So Pith keeping his team alive again. We got to remember back into the first half, he was able to get them that 4th round on the board after that big triple coming in. It's been a really decisive factor for this team towards the end of the first half and towards the start of the second one.
It's also just nice to see a little bit more confidence shown from these Vexed players. Considering we had them pegged as favorites heading into this matchup, you'd expect to see them be willing to take a fair few fights, be willing to try and stamp down their authority on this matchup, but we haven't really seen that from many of these players. So the fact that Pith was confident enough to make that ballsy call to run straight over towards B, and the fact that his read was right, that's a really good sign for the future for Vexed.
So technical pause will disrupt some of the play coming in from these two teams, kind of slow down what's happening and playing. Currently, you know, that kind of works both ways. Orgles can begin to sort of calm themselves, get their head back into the game, come up with a solid plan or a strat they can execute. Vexed here at this point, they've started to lose, they started to build up momentum, but could very easily just let it go because Orgles is so close to edging this one over the edge. And so Vexed, this becomes very scary for them as we're about to get back into the game. Only 5 seconds remain. And there we go, Alex, back into the action. It's Orgles on the AWP. They've got the 4 AKs in play, and Vexed, it's the same, but this time M4s.
Yeah, this is the critical moment of the game, and what is this from Orgles? They're moving in towards B. I was going to say, we shouldn't see too quick of a push, especially with that incendiary going down, but all of Orgles in towards this B side of the map. This could be a switch of the pace of play, and I don't know if Vexed are ready for this. They're trying to boost right now. This could catch them out.
Yeah, Ozzy looking to try and find this kill as he looks over the top of Cray. Able to open up, Adam follows in, Frizz with a triple. Oh. It's falling apart for Vexed as all the kills come in for Orgles. It's on to Vanity to save this up because Orgles have taken 14.
That's just all about timing, right? Vexed are just caught trying to boost. They're caught trying to switch their setup, to shift their setup over towards a boost, and they weren't really well prepared for the push coming in towards B. It's not like Orgles had some sort of sick execute or anything. They didn't have anything like that, anything of the sort. It was all about the timing, working their way, and that's sometimes what you need in Counter-Strike. A lot of this game can come down to pushing at the right time, to getting a sort of inkling as to when you need to go aggressive, and clearly Orgles had that read right in this round. Vanity just looking to save the AWP, and again Vexed have got almost no money. This is devastating.
The change in pace really works this time. You know, it has sort of crumbled quite often when they try to run into B on both sides. But this time, really effective. They find the triple kill, and the problem a lot of the other times was there's so many smokes all over that bomb site. This time it's completely open, so they just took fight straight away towards heaven, towards the barrels, towards close short, find those kills, and are now on 14 with Vexed money, definitely not looking too solid. They've decided to buy around the AWP, but if they lose this one, map point for Orgles and series point, and Vexed will be looking very, very disappointed indeed.
This is a suspicious smoke. I wonder if they will figure out that Quicks is just sitting in his own smoke. As soon as it fades, he's got to be done. Yeah, he's dead. Oh, it took some time.
Yeah, it was a little prolonged.
It was a firing squad against him, so they all kind of help each other. Kill comes through. That smoke goes tumbling down the stairs. And Aussie decides not to go aggressive through that one. Orgles pretty happy to slow things down with the man lead. They're going to start to move in towards B. I wonder if Aussie gets the right timing here. He's going to hear the steps. Ooh, this could work quite well for Aussie. Never mind.
Yeah, Adam will spot that one from afar. Aussie's lucky to get away alive, only on 7 HP. 50 seconds left on the clock, and Orgles look to try and take map and series point here as they're ready to run into B. This time, it's not the fast play, but they've got the man advantage, so plenty of utility here. They can force out the angles, but it's a nice little stack coming in here from Vex. They have two players nice and close. The AWP is here, the sole weapon that really has a talking point. Pit will spot the info. Vanity able to pick up the first kill. Pit eliminated, and a missed shot from Vanity coming through. That may just give Orgles the edge that they need. Vanity needs to go huge. Big kill, falls immediately. Aussie able to strike, 7 HP, keeps it within touching distance for Vexed. Adam and Jaquinho once again having to win this, but with close angle, dropping Adam, it's all into Jaquinho, and Vex might just do this with the pistols. Jaquinho finds the first kill, 8 seconds, all they need to do is stay alive, and Jaquinho pulls the knife. It's a kill from Whisk, and Vex will pick up 9, winning a round they had no right in winning.
Well then, Vex stay alive by the skin of their teeth. Even with the round win, it's not great for them. I mean, they only save the one gun. They're going to have quite a few weak weapons. In fact, the AWP is the only quote-unquote premium rifle, I guess you could call it. They've got a couple of FAMASs and a couple of SMGs alongside the AWP, and yet Orgles are the ones that have got the full weaponry to work with. So even with the round win, it's not great, but it's what Vex needed. They keep themselves alive for now. Adam going to move in towards B, straight through the smoke. They're not going to expect this. Adam up close and gets the headshot. That could be big.
Yeah, follow-up comes in as well. Pit and Aussie will keep it even. It's back into a 3 versus 3, an equilibrium here to play with. And Orgles all over this B bomb site, walking right through the smoke. Pit goes for a little bit of unneeded aggression to try and find the advantage, but Fraser will eliminate that quickly, and Quicks is lucky to be alive on 20 HP. Inside of the water pit, Vanity will arrive to try and help as he collects 1 kill with the AWP and keeps it into a 2 versus 2. Quicks get aggressive, and suddenly it's into a 1 versus 1 again, right down to the final nail. Orgles look to try and take map point with the bomb being planted. Vanity with all the weight of Vexed on his shoulders. Overpass lies in the balance because you just can't favor them if they lose this AWP against the AK of Fraser.
No kit for Vanity as of yet. Fraser moving in towards short. The smoke is in play. Will Vanity use it in the correct position? Smoke being used towards the bomb. Vanity trying to get on this one, but the damage is done through the smoke. Fake defuse comes in. Fraser going to go for the fight. Oh, he doesn't go for it. He knows he's won, and Vanity is forced to fall back. It's Fraser to give his team map point. That kill is inconsequential. The round is won, and Orgles have got 6 opportunities to take the series. They just need 1 of these next 6 rounds.
It's not looking good for Vex. This could be the one, as they have the buy across the board for Orgles. Vexed scampering for whatever they can get. A UMP on play for Quicks. Whisk picking up the CZ. We've seen Vex make the pistols work not too long ago. They've got the open play on Vanity. It has been enough in the past, but can it do enough here to prevent Orgles from taking the best of 3? Running right in are Orgles, looking to try and take this fight immediately, finding the water control. It's theirs. So the play can begin to slow, as this is one of the most important choke points of this map.
Feel the tension building, especially for Vexed. who obviously need this round win. Second smoke towards short. Vexed continue to hold up close, hoping that Orgles fall into the trap of the B bomb site, where the pistol players are trying to play these close range angles. Fixing connector takes the fight, takes a lot of damage. There's the kill for Jacquinho. The first frag found for Orgles, and they are just 4 kills away from victory.
Yeah. Advantage there for Orgles, looking to try and place themselves in those finals, but Vanity's got to pick up the kill as they try to run back into A. It's one player, it's Adam, he's finally sold a fake and running back into the bomb site. Aussie is here, picks up one with a CZ. Jacquinho able to pull one, but Pith, he might have just done enough. Is Vanity able to chime through, and the pistols do it again, Alex. It's 15-10, and Vex still fighting.
I almost wonder if Vexed faked running away from B there. Like, they had all 3 players with the pistols moving away from the B site up towards A. That made a lot of noise, and Cray heard all 3 players running away because he was close towards B. So he assumed the B site would be pretty open, ends up pushing through the smoke, and Vex had already moved back towards the bomb site. If that was planned, that is really cool from Vexed. Either way, they get the round win they needed. That's the important thing. And oh, look at the damage. Orgles are done for. The damage is done. Aussie sprays away. This round is over and done with in a matter of seconds.
That was crazy. Vexed are going to be on 11. Orgles still on match point. But their money is gone. And this spells so many problems. Vexed going to try and pull this one in overtime, trying to keep themselves alive in this tournament. AWP in play on Quicks. I talked about maybe getting that CT side going where they have a little bit of space to get aggressive. And this time Quicks going for that opening kill. Will spot them running across. Misses the shot but gathers the info. Knows there should be on full Glocks here. I mean, if they don't know it's full Glocks, they should know they have very limited utility. And so Orgles not really expected to get too much done here, and Vex should just sit back passive, ready to pick up the kills as they come towards them.
I mean, if Orgles win this round, Dinko, actually, I'm not going to make. Yeah, I was going to make some crazy bet, and then I realized that's gone badly for other people in the past. Shout out to my man Vince. Had to eat a boot. He did eat the boot in the end, but it was made of chocolate, which is a bit of a cop-out, but I don't blame him. Eating a boot is not healthy, guys. That's my advice for the people at home. Don't eat a boot. Don't eat a shoe. Just don't eat things that aren't food. Here we go. Quicks holding with the orb. Again, damage done by the incendiary. CZ out. This shouldn't be too difficult. And oh, nearly the 4K. Pit steals it away. And there is the round we expected.
Yeah, easy cleanup. Orgles trying to run in towards the A bomb site. They are completely dispatched with. And still match point for Orgles. You did say they had 6 attempts. They only had to win 1 of them. And Vexed are looking to win all 6 themselves as a bite comes through yet again. But this time Orgles have their own, which spells for some competitive Counter-Strike.
They are lacking some nades. They've gone for 5 smokes, 5 flashbangs, no incendiaries or HE grenades to speak of, which again can be a problem, especially if you want to push towards B. You'd prefer to have a Molotov for barrels and a couple of the other positions in towards water. It would be nice if you're going for an execute. However, we've also seen Orgles be willing to take some different approaches, be willing to almost dry run into a site and try and get the entries that way. So they don't necessarily need the full executes on this T side. And the push starting to come in towards A long. 3 men there for Orgles. Quicks isn't going to fight that. A good nade. Fraser is chunked down to 45 HP. That's a nice start to the round for Vexed. They may not know they've done the damage. However, they have had to give up some map control. Orgles able to gain control of A long.
Smoke coming in towards long. That's going to cover off the vision of Vanity and really limit the amount of information you can get towards that side of the map. And, you know, Orgles have faked a lot towards long, so Vanity, or should I say, Vex can't really make the call to rotate the players up towards A because they don't have the info. So they've just got to sit ready for either bomb site. They're in the A bomb site currently, and in fact the play looks to try and drop back over towards B. Luckily Pith is in a position where he can rotate in between both very quickly, And so they are looking ready to hold this B bomb site with 26 seconds left. No information gathered towards the A bomb site. That spells it's going to be a hit into B. Whisk ready to take the initial fight. He's going to use the trigger discipline. They walk right past him. Pith strikes. Double kill. He works in with Whisk as they pick up all the kills. It's Adam left alive. And the bomb plant does come through, but it doesn't matter. Vex will take 13 and keep pushing forward. Orgles just cannot find that last round to close out this best of 3.
Yeah, maybe Orgles' B plays are starting to become a bit too predictable. They've been consistently moving in towards the B bomb site, and while it's worked for 1 or 2 of their round wins on this T side, other than that, they've generally been shut down quite convincingly here, and Vexed again forced them onto pistols in round 29.
Yeah, we're starting to see Orgles look as though they're starting to run out of ideas. It's just been B hit, B hit, B hit. We'll try and fake towards A, we'll go back towards B, and it's just always B they go towards. Yes, it works when they change the pace, but it's just much more difficult when Vex have started getting an idea of how to hold it. And look at this. Alzi picking up 3, Pith with 1, and Whisk will find the final. It's down to round number 29, Alex. We're going the distance. It's round number 30. We're either going to overtime or Orgles will upset in the most spectacular fashion.
I feel like Orgles almost have to put some pressure towards A in this round. I mean, you said they've tried to somewhat fake towards A in the past. They've at least put some presence towards A. Maybe it is time to go for that A site push, or at least try and fake the fact that you're doing so. Otherwise, Vex seem to be consistently holding. Vanity trying to find the opening. He gets forced to move back. Vex pushing up through A long. This is a bit of a risk here. Pith and Aussie not going to commit any further. They're just playing a bit of a bait and switch setup, and Orgles not going to move in towards A long. This could get very interesting as they push towards Vanity's AWP on short.
Pith, look at his position. He can wrap around from behind. Vanity looks to try and pick up the kill, misses the shot. The pressure is just too much. And so middle will fall, and A has a huge weakness. Aussie trying to backtrack to get in position quickly. Pith could be the difference maker, but Aussie falling, this is not looking good. Pith needs to be the difference maker. If he falls, it's over. Cray will pick it up, and Orgles look to win this 16-14 to win the best of 3 2-0 and place themselves at the LAN finals. It's all under Whisk and Quicks. Can they make the difference for Vex? Can they get them back into this? It's looking unlikely as Mezzi has a position on top of Optimus. He takes the fight. He wins it. It's all on Whisk. 1 versus 5. As the shots just keep coming through, he'll pick up 1, but at this point, Elix's a little too far gone, and Vex do lose, and Orgles will win it 16-14, and they pick up the best of 3 in a 2-0 fashion.
Well then, Orgles surprising us. They finally figured out that the A site exists and it works for them. Again, a switch up there from the CT side. Vexed tried to go aggressive on towards A. It doesn't pay off for them in the most important round of the series. It is Orgles who take us over the line, and a bit of an upset, but cool to see that Orgles could pull this off.
Yeah, it was, I don't know, I just felt like it was going to be a little bit more favor of Vex coming into this one, but it just wasn't. We seen a 2-0 fashion come through. The second map started to deliver towards the end. We started to see signs of life for Vex, but even Orgles right at the end were able to make it work. And I was just so excited to see this team play because I believe it was a different edition last week even. And so coming into this, this just looked like a really solid team. Definitely weaknesses there, but overall looked rather solid.
Yeah, definitely. Players performing across the board. The issue for me was always going to be the firepower, but it comes through here for Orgles. They get the win. They are able to compete on an individual basis, and that's what we needed to see.
Yes, well, it's not done today. We're going to be coming back with the rest of the best of 3. It's going to be CEX, and that's going to be an interesting one. We're going to go over to that game right after this break, so don't go anywhere. We've got some more Counter-Strike action coming up.